There's a sabotage going on. It's becoming more and more prevalent, and you need to know about this. It is absolutely in your face right now. There's probably not one person watching this that isn't experiencing this. You need to know about it, because once you're aware of it, you can stop it from happening, because this is going to take you into a space of expansion and great awakening. You ready for this? Let's go. Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through fears and live an amazing life. Like my hat? Yahoo! I am in the South, you know. All right, let's talk about this sabotage. We talked about shifts happening. This is all real. This isn't woo-woo crap. It's been going on for years, by the way, but it's accelerating. It's getting more and more powerful each way. And I told you that the media, that the egos are all going to battle to keep the status quo. That doesn't exist anymore. People want the truth. What's the truth? Half the time we don't even know what the truth is. But we know certain things are being pushed for profits. We know that things are being said to gain power. We know that people are using propaganda and all kinds of little mind stuff to get you to battle somebody else or say, I'm right and this is wrong. And so many of you, I'm going to talk about the sabotage, are listening to that. The sabotage isn't just sabotage, it's self-sabotage. When you go into ignorance, and I don't mean that in a mean way, ignorance is just not knowing, you're not awakened. Ignorance takes you in a space where you can hear something and the ego can get very attached to it because it makes somebody right and somebody wrong. Now, somebody talked to me about the masks. They were talking about beauty and love and all this stuff. So, except for the masks. These people are wearing them. I said, why do you care? This is self-sabotage. Now, they came up with a whole list of why it's bad for you, but they're not wearing one. Okay? So my question is, the energy and all the time you're putting into this, and by the way, I'm not picking on you. I just want you to think about this. It's up to you to decide what you do with this. The awareness of what you're doing, it'll help you come out of the self-sabotage of not being able to go into an awakened state. You're self-sabotaging yourself with every form of judgment, separation, right and wrong. Somebody said, I have a problem with the good, bad, right, and wrong. I said, where is it? Where does it start and end? Murder? Is that wrong? Is it bad? What if somebody's coming in and attacking your family? You defend yourself. Oh, well, that's different. No, there's no category of right and wrong. It's endless. Because every time somebody will say that they're right, there's somebody that thinks they're wrong. So who's right? Oh, but no, I'm right. That's ego, that's self-sabotage of you believing that you have the answers and that everybody else is wrong. And guess what? You are not here to be right. You are here to learn and evolve. All of us are here to move past those limitations, to move past the separation, the naming, the blaming, the judgment, move past all of it and go into pure compassion and love. You can have your opinion. You're human. You always will feel the human experience while you're here. What is that? Fear. I teach breakthrough fear. What does that mean? It's there. You accept it. I accept that I don't like that and I get triggered about that. But I stop reacting to it so I don't self-sabotage myself by going into that dense place. I stop going to the dense place. And so I'm no longer participating in it. There will be triggers till the day you leave this planet. It's intentional. You didn't come here to eat bonbons and sit on the beach. It's going to get boring, right? I live on the beach. Okay, a couple times, great. You're probably thinking, I could be there every day. No, you couldn't, because it is the controversy of the planet that makes it all so exciting. Uh-oh, I have equipment coming in. We're going to keep going. Are you sabotaging yourself? Are you self-sabotaging? Are you using the propaganda and the whatever triggers that people are using to get you to fight and go into conflict and separation and judge? They shouldn't, they this, and this is what. Who cares? Shut your pie hole. Hey, it's a spiritual butt kick. I haven't done that in a while. Tough love, because you know what? You are a light being and you're perfect. There's nobody above or below you, and every single person holds their own free will to live the way they want to. I'm not saying we should tolerate. I have a zero tolerance program. If somebody's doing something harmful to somebody else, an animal or the environment, and I can be a facilitator of positive change, I will do that in the most peaceful way possible. All right? And sometimes we have to go into other spaces, but it's not because I'm right and you're wrong. Okay? It is a frequency thing of respecting free will of other people, and the ego will want to destroy things. The ego wants to destroy, including you. It wants you to go to its side because it wants power, and power is the more people that agree with me, we're right. Stop it now if you want to go into the light. You have to end it. You will not go into the light if you are in separation. Christ forgave the two men who were murderers next to him, thieves, whatever they were. He forgave them. He didn't judge what they did. He just saw the light. And they wanted that forgiveness, and he granted it. He didn't really need to do that. They were ready for it. He forgave those who murdered him. He didn't see them as murderers. He saw them as people who know not what they do. He saw them as dense creatures. In such density, they didn't understand what they were doing. And so they felt that they were right. He was a threat, right? Christ was a threat to their power, so they thought. But he demonstrated that his power was way beyond that, as is yours. When do you stop seeing somebody as wrong? When do you stop seeing somebody as evil? When do you stop believing that there is anything that is in conflict? It's created by us. It's self-sabotage. Because it keeps us in the density and the fear that the ego wants to hang on to. And I told you this separation is going to want to pull you into it. Come on, I'll tell you. Oh, you want to hear this? Yeah. We talk about disclosure, the government. Why does anybody need disclosure? Oh, so, we've been lied to for, gosh knows how long. And now all of a sudden, now they're telling us. No, it's all manipulation. I don't need somebody to tell me that there are alien life forms. They're not even aliens, that we have neighbors, and that they're petrified. Well, maybe they're not even petrified. Smart enough to not mess with us because we're Neanderthals. We really are. And I'll have people that are offended by that. Because you aren't the Neanderthal. You're the light that is experiencing that. That's it. You cannot go into that space of awakening if you separate yourself and you continually fight in conflict. You continually battle for your opinions and whatever. You're going to look at it and realize it's just a frequency. And what is my frequency right now? What is it? Sabotage, big time going on. People will suck you in. Experts. I have a student. There's an expert that said this about certain medical things. Really? An expert. And the explanation of what the repercussions were so insane. Just so insane. And my last video, I said, it's insanity. We're believing insanity. Because we're in it. When you're in the insane house and everybody's acting that way, you're normal. It's not going to be easy to step out of it. But you can do it. No more sabotage. Self-sabotage. Why do you say, self-sabotage, Landria? Because nobody can sabotage you unless you agree to it. You have to participate and go along with it. And that's self-sabotage because you're not going into this question. Is this a high frequency? Am I in light and love? Am I in compassion? Am I seeing the fear in somebody else and that's why they're doing certain things? I don't need to forgive them. They're not making a mistake. No one makes mistakes. The one doesn't make a mistake. It's experiencing fear. It's experiencing conflict. It's experiencing evil. But it's still that one energy field and you're it. Yeah, we're going to take it up a notch. Nothing to forgive. Nothing to forgive. Me forgiving says you did something wrong. You didn't. You came here to experience your experience, and I get to choose how I react to that too. And I'm not going to do it in conflict. Again, you don't need to be a rug. I'm not telling you that you have to go along with anything that's destructive. In fact, our power comes from not being the destruction. And we said, when you fight for being right, or you fight for the light, then you're not in it. Because the light doesn't fight. It doesn't have to. It always is, always will be. It is what you are. Everything else is illusion. Everything else is illusion. Can you go to that level? Can you go to that level? It doesn't even require thinking. It just requires letting go and acceptance and pure love. That's all it requires. Come on over and sign up for my free videos. If you want to be one of my students, I have 2 programs. That's it. Breakthrough Fear is for people who are still stuck in that. They have to learn, because it takes practice every day. Learn what they're doing to themselves, self-sabotage, that they don't even recognize. And if it's a thought and analyzing, you're still in it. If it's a feeling of love, you've gone out of it. You're up in that light, of which that higher self exists right here with you. It's always here guiding you. You're just experiencing it all at the same time. The second one is Activate Your Magic. It's advanced manifesting. It's for people who feel like they have a handle on it, but for some reason they haven't completely cleared out those blocks. And that is a lifetime course also. So you can get all kinds of free stuff from me, wherever it's coming down. Get all kinds of free stuff from me, and then some. And then, of course, we've got all kinds of stuff coming out for you to change your life. It's a choice. You can criticize whatever you want. Do, don't do. But can you just let people be who they are? And bless them without judgment? Oh, I bless you for being in fear. Well, that means you're in fear, because they're not a threat to you. They never have been, never can be. You are whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Blessings to you, my friend. Namaste.